Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video, and today I'm gonna show you all the details of the facelifted Renault Megane. I do have the key here. It's a classic Renault key, and here is where you unlock it, and we are now greeted with the new LED lights. As you can see, we have a C shape of the daytime running LEDs. They also turn into indicators when you press them on. The LED lights, the main unit is here. You can actually turn it on by just pressing the button on the key. Let me go back and show you from this angle. So you see that on the front we have a new bumper on the facelifted version. We have a new grille and also the new lights as well. So LED lights now do come as standard, so thumb up for that. The front grille now has more chrome inserts and also the massive badge, something that we are used to seeing on the Renault models. I also need to mention that there are some air inlets here, and they are actually real. Not sure if you can see this, but yeah, those are real. You also have the fog lights down there, and I do love this gloss black elements. So tell me in the comments, what are your thoughts? Let me turn on the lights once again. And the name of this color, if you are wondering, is the solar brown. Now for me it looks more like bronze. Tell me in the comments, what are your thoughts on this color? This is the edition 1 model, and it's got a lot of equipment actually. So let me show you the side profile of this car. 4 meters 36 is the length. This car sits on the 16-inch wheels. They are in this dual tone with the gray and silver finish. Michelin Primacy 4 tires on this one. We have the dimension right here, 205, 55 or 16. They're actually pretty comfortable. So let's say that they are a reasonable choice for this car. Of course, you can opt for bigger wheels, but then you will lose the comfort. So yeah, I'm not sure. Tell me in the comments what would be your choice. I would probably go for the 17-inch, as that would look a bit better. But then again, if you want comfort, this is a great solution because they still look pretty nice. On the facelifted version, the main lines here from the side remain pretty much the same. But if we take a closer look at the back, you will immediately notice the new LED lights at the back with the new signature. And let me turn them on once again. Something you will definitely notice, especially in the dark. Speaking about that, stay tuned for my night point of view drive, which is coming later on. So yeah, stay tuned for that as well. And because of the shape of those LED lights, the car appears a bit wider. And we also have this, well, can we even call those the fake exhausts? These are just the chrome lines that you have on both sides of this, let's call it a diffuser, in gloss black finish. And the sensors are located in here and also on the bumper, where the rear view camera is here. So convenient and yeah, practical indeed. And now let me show you the trunk. So you open it here. We have square shape, and underneath this, look at this, you have a 15-inch spare tire. Something that you don't actually see that often these days. The light is on the left side. You have the hooks for your shopping bags, and that's pretty much it. But as I said, the square shape means that you will fit quite a lot of things in here. Of course, you can fold the seats, you get even more room then, and the flat bottom. And now let us close the trunk, and it's time to explore the interior of this car. And we also have the dynamic indicators. I forgot to mention that. So when you unlock it, you see them here. Very nice design and very cool feature indeed. Keyless entry means you need to have the key somewhere around you and the car unlocks. And here we are greeted with the modernized interior. Let's start here. You see right now the ambient lights, even during the daylight you can see them. Some aluminum, brushed aluminum, looks rather nice. This is in leather with white stitching. Of course, classic switches for the windows and the mirrors. And let's see the door pocket, not the huge one, but yeah, I think you will fit a decent amount of things if you need to. The seats, they have this very actually tall wall on the sides, and they actually hold you in one position rather well. Combination of some cloth and this leather. But now I think it is time to explore the interior from driver's perspective. This is the view from driver's perspective. Let's actually turn on the car. You need to press the start engine button. It comes to life now, and we are greeted with this digitalized cockpit. So in front of us there is a 10.2 inch digital cockpit. Here you have a 9.3 inch touchscreen, a rather big one, and this is a well-known shape, of course, similar to the pre-facelifted version. Some aluminum parts in here, and yeah, you will see the ambient lights in different colors. I will show you that in a moment. But let us now check some of the functions here. This is a big thumb up from me because the AC controls are on the classic buttons. Here's where you would adjust the air blower. You see you have the units here, and you change the temperature with this button, which is really a good one and feels nice. You can also press it to turn it on or off, or to synchronize those two. You have additional buttons, hazard lights, and lock button, and maximum blow is here. The start stop off is also on the button, so another thumb up from me, because this is something that I would immediately press. The lane assist, here is where you can activate it or deactivate it. So you have the warning, lane keeping activated, and now deactivated. And this is for the parking assist. Moving on, you have the aux and USB ports, as well as the 12-volt power outlet. This is the gear lever for the EDC automatic transmission dual clutch. You have some additional room here. It's nice that you can configure this out and put maybe some bottles in here. Electronic parking brake and the auto hold. This is the multi-sense button. What it does is actually changes the driving modes. So you have the 3 driving modes: sport, comfort, and eco. And the thing is, when you change them, you change various settings and the ambient lights, and you have also the My Sense, which adjusts the driving modes. Let's call it like that. And let us now move on here. Ambient lights on this panel here. This is the armrest. You can slide it, and when you open it, you have some additional storage room, so not bad at all. And the glove box is a rather big one, and let me show you the specs of the model in our video. This is the Edition 1 model with 140 horsepower petrol engine paired with the EDC. And you see the prices here. I'll put the euro amount on your screen. And what you have here is 16-inch wheels, have the solar brown color, as I already mentioned, and package navigation plus, package for parking, and for the safety, so safety premium package. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me put this back to the glove box. And now that I've shown you the details here, I think it's time that we check out the infotainment system. And let's start by pressing the home button here. This car has the new infotainment system, and you can configure the widgets that you have here in front of you, or you can just press this and now you have all the functions in front of you. So let's actually start with the navigation. You have the 3D shape of the buildings, as you see here. And also you can adjust the settings. Just a second, you need to go into the menu, and now you have a bunch of settings and information. You have the settings for the route, but also the settings for the map. You can put a night theme. So let's see this. Now you see we have the night theme. Of course, this will look better during the night. Stay tuned for that, as there will be a night point of view drive with this car as well. Moving on, you can turn on or off the traffic display and traffic sign and the auto zoom, stuff like that. So I'm just gonna keep all those things as they are, and we're gonna put the theme to the auto. And let us now go back to the main menu. Radio, you have the list of stations in here. Now when you have this, you can also get different kind of list. But yeah, let's go back. This is the home button, this is the main menu button, let's call it like that. Music, no music source is connected, but of course you can connect a music source. You also have this USB ports, phone connection. Here is where you would connect your phone with the car, the apps, video and photo. So you can probably store some of the things here in the infotainment system. The car info, you can have the let's say this eco analyzer of your drive, tire pressure, air quality. So you have this cabin air filter and pollution sensor that continuously clean the air entering the vehicle. You can turn that off, on or on. I'm gonna actually keep it on. And yeah, those were the vehicle settings. You have the system settings in here. This is for the software updates and map updates and stuff like that. So those were the settings, and now you also have this suggestions and notifications. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But I also need to mention the driving modes. So you saw that we access them by pressing this, and now you have a lot of configuration going on here if you like that. So you can adjust a bunch of settings within the driving mode itself. For example, the steering, you can put it to comfort, regular or sport. You go back by pressing this. There's also an interesting one, sound. Now I'm sure a lot of you will let's say disagree with me on this one, but I quite like this fake sound because it sounds better than the regular engine. So yeah, for example, the standard sound would be this. So that's a standard sound. But if you turn this on, now we have the sporty sound. You see, much more sharper and much more powerful sound, I would say. So you can configure that out. You can also have a bit less of a sound, but still higher than the standard one, let's call it like that. But I will keep it off for now. You can also adjust the cluster here. So there are actually few modes for the digital cockpit. You have the eco, have the comfort. So you see, this is how it will look. Regular, and the sport. Sport would be my favorite. Tell me in the comments, how do you like the other ones and which one is your favorite. Of course, you can then configure a bunch of things here on the sides as well. But yeah, let's go back and see the lighting. So the ambient lights, let's adjust the brightness to maximum. You see them here, and you change the color. Actually, here they are here, and on this panel in here, even though now not sure if we have them on. Now we have them on. Okay, so this looks pretty cool, especially during the night. Let's change the colors. You will see the best on this panel here. Red one, purple, light blue, yellow and orange. And cool thing is that when you change the ambient lights, you also change the theme of this digital cockpit. So let's change the view on the cockpit once again. You see now everything changes and stays in red. And when you go to the sport mode, I think this suits the red color pretty well. And yeah, those are the options when we talk about the ambient lights and the themes that you have here in front of the driver. So quite cool. Of course, if you go to sport, you have a preset setting. Comfort, same one. And the eco, of course, in eco you have the green in front of the driver. And also, let's see the lights. They should also be in green. Just a second. Yeah, So you see this is in green, as well as this panel. So it changes with the driving modes, and when you change them, everything changes in the configuration, but individual mode is also possible. So tell me in the comments, how do you like this infotainment system? Let me also show you the additional feature within the infotainment system. You swipe it to the right, and here you have the driving assistance systems: following distance, active braking, lane assist, blind spot monitor. You can configure those out here. So just press this, and now we deactivated the active braking. You have this small sign here telling us that we deactivated it, but let's turn it back on. So yeah, bunch of safety systems are available with this car, so big thumb up for that. Of course, makes your drive much more safer and easier. And let us now go back. You swipe it to the right additional time, and now you have the driving eco and stuff like that. Before we check out the rear bench, let me also show you the sun visors. They have the lights, you have additional lights here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And now it is time to check out the rear bench. And by the way, I do love this frameless mirror. At the back we have the tinted windows, and let us now open the door. Nice angle of opening, so you will have no problems with getting in, and let's do that right now. And this is it. So I'm 1.87 m, and I feel comfortable in here. Let me close the door, and let me show you how much space I have for my head. So for my head, just about right. So I'm 1.87 m, and I can fit here. Not much room left, but yeah, I can be comfortable here. And if you just, you know, lay down a bit lower, then you will have no problems whatsoever. So I think you will be comfortable here even on longer road trips. The rear passengers also have the air inlets as well as the 2 USB ports, and this is the view for the passenger at the back. It is now time to check out the engine. You need to pull this, and now you have the lever here. Yeah, okay, so you need to press this, and this is it. This is the turbocharged petrol engine, 1.3 liter TCE. In this case we have 140 horsepower paired with the EDC automatic transmission, and there are actually other versions available as well. So you have a less powerful petrol or more powerful petrol. You also have a diesel and a plug-in hybrid, so really a lot to choose from. Tell me in the comments what would be your choice of an engine for this car. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you liked this detailed look at the car. Of course, stay tuned for the point of view drive and the drive during the night. All of that is coming soon. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel in order to see more car reviews, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.